All right, so a lot of you guys may know that the random rod was added to Fish, which was a rod that you get for reaching level 2000, the new max level. And people saw the stats and saw it wasn't, you know, they saw it, but they didn't really think it was good because of the last cinder block level 1500 rod. But I'm not gonna lie, this rod is extremely overpowered. So let's go in the wiki and let's read the stats, which honestly made me drop my jaw for a second. But before that, let's read the normal stats. We have lure speed of 80%, luck of 1000%, control is 0.1, resilience is 10%, infinite kg, which honestly all this can be fixed with a couple of enchants. If we go on the wiki, we can see for the passive a 50% for a jackpot mutation, which is a 7.77 times multiplier, 50% chance for unlucky, which is 0.5x multiplier, 50% chance for caught fish to have doubled weight, and a 50% chance for it to for caught fish to have half the weight. So it's a 50-50 chance for it to double in weight or for it to decrease in weight. Each cast randomizes a boost to stats, so it can either be negative 80 or plus 80 resilience, negative 0.3 or plus 0.3 control, ranging from in between, obviously, negative 77 to 100% progression speed. And the main thing I was personally looking at is the 50% chance for caught fish to have doubled weight. Most of the weight multipliers for fish are usually percentage chance, or it's a certain percentage that it gets buffed, but this one just says it doubles in its weight. There's no like 30% double, it's a 50% chance, and then it doubles in its weight, which is pretty insane. Along with a randomized to the boost of a stat, a randomized stat boost. And a lot of people may be like, you could just use the evil pitchfork, you know what I mean? But there are mutations, bait mutations, that actually give you a 15 times multiplier, which is the glowworm bait. So if you're able to get your hands on a couple of glowy glowworm baits, which gives a 100% chance at a 15 times multiplier, you could swap the mutation out for this and honestly make this a pretty good rod. And this thing could come in clutch for admin events, since it's pretty hard to proc the evil pitchfork passive, and this is going to be a 50-50 chance almost every single time. So you can have an increase or decrease, so half the time it's either going to be a buff or half the time it's either going to be a nerf, which is overall, I'd personally look how big and small the bar is getting, bro. So if you're able to proc some crazy weight gain plus a decent buff towards your bar, you'd be able to catch admin event fish pretty easily and be able to catch some pretty huge fish. Imagine during supersize being able to do something like this, catching a supersized fish and then gaining 50% more on its weight. It would be pretty crazy for your aquarium. And pitchfork only having a 25% chance to double or triple the weight buff versus the random rod being a 50-50 chance. Me personally, I'd go with the random rod, especially being able to still put enchant relics, cosmic relics on this rod and enchant it towards your comfort, whatever enchants you want on it. This rod is extremely underrated, and I actually might use this during admin events, I'm not gonna lie. Especially since I have the glowworm baits, this might be the optimal rod during supersizer events. Now for enchants that could be put on this, I would say for cosmic enchants, since the control and resilience is really changing every single time, I'd say Sea Prince or Glittered or Chirogenic will probably be your best bet, honestly. So maybe Chirogenic and Piercing would probably be insane. So Exalted is definitely going to be something we want to put on this. Exalted for sure, or Slashes for sure, I meant, sorry. There we go, we got Piercing. And then for our Cosmic, we want to go with Chirogenic or Glittered or Sea Prince. Honestly, whatever we get, because I personally don't have too many right now, so I don't want to risk it. But any of those three would be insanely good on this. Yeah, let's go. We got, bro, thank God, we just got everything we needed, bro. So we have Chirogenic and Piercing on this. So there's nothing that can stop us during admin events, bro. This is infinite kg too, so there's no amount of kg capped on this. And we have Slashes for whenever we're struggling, bro. Bro, tell me this rod is not gonna be insane, bro. And whenever your bar gets too small, you could literally just have a chance at it literally freezing. So hey, bro, this is peak, bro. I honestly, we genuinely found a replacement for Evil Pitchfork, Elder Moss Ripper for the level 2000 rod, bro. I don't even think they actually meant for it to be this good, but it's this good. I'm gonna start using it now. And I also forgot that you actually get 50% progression speed along with this, and the stats are already pretty crazy. Preferred luck being 300, universal being 100, resilience being 5%, so it kind of helps with that low resilience. And you can find and catch these in the Lost Jungle. And if you don't know how, let's go ahead and go over there. Let me show you guys. All right, so once you're at the Lost Jungle, you want to start heading towards kind of the middle. It doesn't really matter, actually. You just want to find a tree, and on some of these trees, there's gonna be an interaction where you can interact and kind of snatch bugs off the tree. And this is definitely macroable. So let's start, and you can see there's like a mini game, and literally all you want to do is just auto click and just keep clicking this. So if you have an auto clicker, to auto click the E, and you can just go around the tree and just keep doing this over and over again and grabbing a bunch of new baits. So there's a chance to get the glowworm bait from this. So if you're able to get maybe like 100 and save up for whenever there's an admin event, I think there's one right there. Is there one right there? I have no idea. Is that glowworm? No, that's a snail. That's an ant. That's, what is this? Ant. Oh, glowworm right there. Hold on. Oh, I just lost it. Oh my gosh. It was right there. You guys saw it. So it's actually not that hard to get. You can pretty much get it from the trees. I think there's another one right there. Is that it? Yeah, nope, that's a centipede. Ant. But yeah, you can see that they're all obtainable from this tree, from the trees around here. So you can macro this, auto click this, whatever. Save a decent amount for admin events. Run it with this rod and honestly have an amazing chance to get some pretty crazy fish for your aquarium or for your, I guess, money if you need it. And you can use this during any admin event. But me personally, I think the best time to use this is during supersize, where fish are already gigantic, like the supersized bloopfish, supersized floppy, supersized moss lurker, Scylla. If you were to get those and proc the 50% passive, they would be pretty insane. On top of that, having 100% chance at the 15 times multiplier, this rod is definitely 100%. If you were to have all this stuff on it and have this bait and everything, definitely better than the Evil Pitchfork, Elder Moss Ripper, any rod you're currently using for admin events. This is definitely better than it. And in some cases, this rod actually might be better than majority of the rods in fish, especially with the multiplier and the 50% buff. Hey bro, this thing is amazing. And some people might actually want to go with the Elder Moss Ripper, which is a 45% weight buff and a 16 times multiplier, which is a chance, 5% chance. But me personally, I'd rather go with the plus 5% weight buff, which honestly might not sound like crazy, but it kind of is. And again, everything's a chance with these, and it's not really like 100%. So you get a guaranteed weight buff, but you only have a 20% chance for the Shadow mutation, which is 7.5, and a 5% chance for the Mossy mutation, which is 16.5. And every 2 minutes you have a chance to kind of get a higher rarity fish with the Mossy enchant, but it's not like optimal, you know what I mean? It's not the best way to kind of do it. So all these rods are kind of similar in their own way, kind of have some decent passives and kind of beat each other in certain aspects. So overall, it's just whatever you're preferring. I think the random rod is definitely good, especially if you're going for aquarium fish. I think that just random rod kind of gives you a higher chance at getting better fish, having a 50% chance for that, you know, that buff in the size that a lot of people really want, along with the good mutation. I think this rod could definitely be up there, and with certain, you know, changes and stuff, can be whatever you want to change it, like the relics to fix it to your comfort or your goal, can be a really good rod for a lot of people. So overall, pretty good rod, and let me know what you guys think.